The second thing he said to them was that they should be looking for opportunities to push the ball up the court and convert some quick, easy baskets in transition. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Brooklyn. There's the screen. Here's Hairston. And Davis pulls it down.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Out to the right wing. Here's Hairston. Drills the three-pointer. Hairston's got 17.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And here's Smith following the three-pointer by Freak. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Evans. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
No good from Hairston. Pelicans trail by 11. Here's Gordon. The layup off target.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Hairston. It's rebounded by New Orleans. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the score by New Orleans.
Move the ball. Stick it to Mike.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. No good with the triple. For New Orleans, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Smith kicks to Davis. And now Harris running the floor all by himself.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Pelicans trail by 11. White, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Barea comes in for Harris. New Orleans also making some changes. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Davis. Tony Snell comes in for Tyreke Evans. And Allen subbed in for Eric Gordon. Screen by Smith. Smith dishes to Anderson. A minute 20 left in the first quarter of the game. There's the pick. 5 to shoot. Here's Smith. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Anderson gets it to go.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Barea. 14 points from him the last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
And here's Smith following the three-pointer by Freak. Smith outside. Snell kicks to Anderson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Anderson's got 5.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Here is Hairston. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Here's Wright. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Allen outside. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I'll tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Hairston in at shooting guard. Wright is out there with Young. Then there's J.J. Barea. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
The better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Allen against Hairston from downtown. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Those are starting to add up of their last. Five baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Now here is Holiday. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Now Anderson following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Can't connect from short range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
There's the pick. Lets the three fly. And again, the three-point shot from Hairston. Hairston's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Nets. Pelicans trail by 20.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Post. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for J.J. Barea. And then for New Orleans, Anthony Davis comes in for Ryan Anderson. And Tyreek Evans is subbed in for Tony Snell. And the jam by Ajinça.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Hairston off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pelicans trail by 18. Evans kicks to Ajinça. Allen outside. Holiday against Hairston. 5 on the clock. From outside the arc, the shot by Holiday, no good. Brooklyn leading by 18. For the three. And again, the three-point shot is good from Hairston. Hairston's got 34 points.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
They set the pick. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Back to Holiday. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Pelicans shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Really, guys, it's just come together.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Really an extraordinary game for Easy Breezy. 34 points. And talk about the three ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Evans and Davis, the forward tandem, and it's Ajinça in at center. Well for New Orleans, shooting 40% from the field. Holiday, the pass to Ajinça. He kicks to Evans. They set the screen. Gordon with no one around. No good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Holiday. Again, Holiday missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Holiday against Hairston. No good. Excellent D there from Holiday.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
To the paint. Here's Ajinça, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Hairston, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Hairston's got 39.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Holiday dishes to Gordon. The feed now to Ajinça. Shot from 16, and he connects with the jumper. Ajinça's got 5 points in the quarter.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
He dialed that one up from long distance. 42 points.